Okay, I want to go over two types of ammunition, 22 long rifle and 22 Magnum. This kind of give you a little comparison here. The average 40 grain 22 long rifle bullet goes about 1,200 feet per second, which gives you about 127 foot-pounds of energy. Okay, so that's pretty good energy. That's out of the muzzle, all this is. Now, if you take a 40 22 Magnum, 40 grain 22 Magnum bullet, it's screeching out of there at about 1,875 feet per second, and it's about the most powerful of the different weights of 22 Magnum ammunition, just by the edge. And that creates about 324 foot-pounds of energy. So it's about double and a half what you get out of the 22 long rifle. But there's different types of 22 ammunition, and some of them are really powerful. And I have some of those to show you. But also the 22 Magnum comes in various grains like 30, 40, 45, 50, and also comes in a subsonic one. And it's right here. And this is the Winchester Super X 22 Win Mag, 45 grain at 1,060 feet per second. So right around 1,080 is what they would consider the speed of sound. So anything below about 1,080 would be considered subsonic, and anything at 1,080 or above would be considered, like regular ammunition, supersonic. So they look the same on the 22 Magnums, but this one here is the suppressor. And this one has a little bit less energy than a 22 long rifle standard bullet would have. This one right here is a 45 grain 22 Winchester Magnum at 1,060 feet per second, creates 112 foot-pounds of energy. Compared to the 22 long rifle, it's just under it by 15 foot-pounds of energy, about what a standard pellet rifle would shoot, like maybe a Crossman Prowler or something like that. So if you look at the different sizes of the bullets, you can see the 22 long rifle is a shorter one, the 22 Magnum is a longer one. So just because something is a different size, maybe bigger, doesn't make it more powerful or more accurate or more effective. Okay, so I'm going to show you these statistics, and I'll show you the bullets too. Okay, so we're going to come down here. A very powerful and a good 22 long rifle bullet is the CCI Stinger right here, and it's also a hollow point, so it expands on impact. Mushrooms. So that's got 160 foot-pounds of energy. I'm sorry, that is 191 foot-pounds of energy. All right, the one right before it is the CCI Copper, right here, and that one has 160 foot-pounds of energy. The thing about the CCI Copper is you can't buy it everywhere, because not every place, like in Marin County in California, you can't buy it unless you buy it at a gun range, and they don't have any gun ranges, so you can't buy it in Marin County. It's made out of polymer dust and copper dust, and it's formed together. So when this bullet hits something harder than itself, it explodes into a powder. causing damage, whatever it hits, if it's internally. So this one's really good for like an indoor thing of like self-defense, because if you hit a wall or something like that, or a 2x4 or a piece of furniture, it's going to explode. Not going to go through the wall. All right, at least not supposed to, because it's supposed to explode when it hits something harder than itself. So the practice run is something like the CCI Quiet, 710 feet per second, or for small animals, 56 foot-pounds of energy. The CCI suppressor, they have different ones, but this one is a 45 grain, coming out at 970 feet per second, or 94 foot-pounds of energy. All right, if you look at these, they don't really look much different from each other. Okay. This one's a lead one right here. This is a federal one, and it's copper coated lead, but still, it's about the same. It's a hollow point, just it's tapered down instead of being round nosed. Kind of looks like a CCI Stinger in a way, but much different. So if you're interested, the 22 Magnum can have the close to the same velocity as a 22 long rifle, or more energy than the 38 Smith & Wesson. Okay? Just kind of sharing that information with you.